Welcome to Western Australia. It's now Tuesday morning. I got back from my trip home from near Traralgon in Victoria on Sunday at about lunchtime. Nice easy morning for the last day in. I finally managed to dig this camera out and sort out a problem I was having with my SD card. But I'll give you a quick walk through 173. This is as it landed in the driveway. And so all I really changed was I just loaded more gear into it, picking up spares for my other truck 162. Other than that, we'll have a bit of a walk around, have a bit of a look, and this is more for a before and after video so that we can see what the truck was when I got it, what it turns into over time before it heads off on its next adventure, probably with new people. Alright, we'll get into it. So here she is. This is my first time using a selfie stick really to do a video, so with the little Osmo Action, we've had it for years, I've just never used it. It'll start from the front, worn 15,000 pound winch with a steel cable that I will remove from this truck, and it will go on to 162 and will become a rear winch, probably with synthetic rope, just to cut down a bit of weight. Up on the roof, if you can see it, there's the little tinny that had been modified and was used as a pop top. It was Mick's creation. That's what he wanted, not particularly what I want, but that's alright. I've got plans to use this bus module, and it did look a bit like a beautiful mind. We stopped and sort of drew all over it of what I'm going to do. So the long and short of it, this truck was involved in a rollover in Sydney about 9 months ago. It was picked up on its wheels and driven home to Melbourne from there, and Mick used it as a daily for some time before I got it. She still wears a few scars from that little incident, but it's an OKA, so nothing is irreparable. All the door locks are keyed differently, so there's a bit of a mission in, or a bit of a system in how to use the door locks. So I'm going to replace those and have them all keyed alike. It's something I noticed progressively getting worse on our trip across was the camber on that front right wheel is a bit as your father. So that can be for a couple of things. It could be bent C-end on the diff. It could be, although on the near side it's probably more likely to be worn kingpin bearings or assemblies, and that's okay, they'll all be replaced anyway. But it got me home, and that was the main thing. Mick was scared of the dark, and one of the issues that I had on the way home was that every time I turned all the spotties on, I'd dump down to 11 volts, so there's an earth issue somewhere. I did find one problem down in here. The main earth off the starter had come out, so a bit of a bodgy roadside repair just to get us moving again. But there's lots of little issues with this motor. It is very old and tired, and it's got water using issues, so we're using 7 litres of water every sort of 200 to 300k. It's leaking out where the timing cover, the head, and the water pump or thermostat housing all sort of meet the block, so it's just rotten. It's one of those things with a Perkins. I've got another complete motor there that's probably going to go in it. The shifting in this truck is woeful. Again, I think it's in the top of the selector housing on the gearbox. Had a bit of a chat to Paul Knott from East Coast OKA Spares, and he said it could be that, it could be something in there, it could be that there's not enough preload on the main shaft in the box. Look, I can drive it for now, it's just difficult to shift. I don't know how good this video is going to be, but that's the dash layout. That's my crude writing on there just to remind me, hey, you're 3 meters high. So this hasn't been cleaned, I think Mick said, since he got it roadworthy in Victoria about 4 or 5 years ago. So, you know, she needs a bit of love, a bit of a tidy up. Diesel heater over there, that was handy to use as a demister in Melbourne because it was bloody cold and hard to see, and the wipers really aren't the best. I had to repair them to get them to work when I was in Druin. So thanks, Campy, for the use of your workshop for a day while I tore it all apart and worked out where the short was and did a bit of a snappy rebuild. Threw into the back. These seats, the Stratus seats, are really good. These ones are, the foam's a bit tired in them. We packed them full of rags just to sit my little bum up, and They're a suspension seat, although they need a bit of a refresh and a tidy up, but they're damn comfortable with that armrest, let me tell you. And this bit of foam that Mick had glued on here certainly made for keeping my poor arm out of the sun getting lobster cooked a bit better. The visor stay up is just move that down, a couple of pickies of the fan there to look at on my way home. Yes, but it won't be for long. Mick had those fuel tanks made, they're the same size as the originals but just made of alley. The little seals out of the top of the locking fuel caps are missing, hence the diesel leaks everywhere. Gauges don't work. It's something we'll look at as I'm using it, because I'll use this as a run around while I'm building 162. From the back here, if I come back, you'll see it's all a bit on the piss, and that's thanks to the little incident in Sydney. So she has got a bit of a lean to the right on her. When it rolled over, it landed on an awning that was bolted to this side of the truck, and that sort of kinked right up the front and just here, and it just pushed the whole lot over. But that's okay. I've got a plan for this, so this will become a large or a king-sized dual cab module and canopy and tray all in one under the main roof line to keep strength, and that's so that I can use the Mozzie boat loader eventually. There's the phone. I'll get back to you. Sorry about that, just had a quick call from a mate. So yeah, for the Mozzie boat loader, that's why I want to do that full length under the one roof line. I can hear my little daughter in there screaming, so I'll have to wrap this up pretty quick. Down this side, split rims, 35-inch tyres, another alley fuel tank. The steps are here. I've got the actuators in there. Mick didn't use them, he just used that chain with the clip on it to hold it all up. Quick look inside. So she's just loaded full of spares and all the stuff I picked up from Paul, including the new heavy duty clutch. Let's see. So I put that GME radio in it to get home. Check. This is 173. Inside there's the boat pop top roof setup. A bit unfortunate that it's gone into the main cab roof, so I will need to reskin that as a matter of priority. So it's this door. So not a superficial damage, it's pretty ugly up the top there, but a new roof will sort that out. This door, matter of priority, needs a new hinge put in it. Got one in the back of it ready to go. Mick had supplied that with the truck. Sort out some door locks. You've got to use the key every time to use this. I'm going to put the door locks off 162 in it for now. It's going to end up with a lot of 162's parts in it, so keep it as my daily for a little while. So 162's motor, possibly gearbox, and a few, door latches and fuel tank senders and that sort of gear. But yeah, welcome along for the ride. Oh, quickly, this was the trailer that should never have made it. This module is not off an OKA. The tray has been set up for an OKA, and this was on the back of 173 when Mick bought it. He chucked it on this little boat trailer for me to get it all home. Tiny little 9-inch tyres or rims, but I just had me suitcase and dirty clothes and stuff in here. Some mattresses Mick lent me until I could catch up with Drew to get me swag, but I just plumbed me swag up in here, clothes and stuff in the back. It stayed relatively dust free, all things considered. The back of the truck certainly didn't. But this trailer, it made it all the way home. I had to change to a drop hitch, as I said in one of my other videos, and then used the winch off Drew's truck to pull it all forward about 8 inches just to get a bit of weight distribution right in it. But we got there. I'm going to stick that trailer up on the wall in my shed as the trailer that never should have. So yeah, the dust was not kind to anything that was in the back here. Just a handful of old bearings and shit that were just there when I got it. So yeah, they'll all be fucking, or pardon the French, they'll all be no good anymore. I'm trying to keep it G-rated so I can put this on YouTube eventually. Yeah. Alright. Go in and help the bride with our little daughter. And I'll chat with you soon.